The Benin Kingdom prospered under the Oba, but whispers of rebellion rose in the neighboring lands. Strange omens appeared. Rivers turned red at dawn. Owls circled the palace, and the royal drums sometimes beat themselves at midnight. The people feared war and witchcraft alike. Queen Idia, mother of the young Oba, was wise and sharp-tongued. She advised the court, calmed the warriors, and secretly carried charms of protection. But some chiefs disliked her influence, muttering,
"A woman cannot guard a throne."
Among them was Chief Ozo, a schemer with more mouth than sense. He often joked about the queen's charms.
"What's next?"
He laughed one day.
Shall she drum us to war herself?
His mockery made the market roar with laughter. But his envy brewed darker plots. At night, enemies crept into Benin through the forest, guided by traitors. Villagers vanished, found later with eyes missing. Rumors spread that witches were feeding the rebels. The kingdom trembled. One night, in a dream, Queen Idia saw a giant masked spirit covered in ivory, warning her.
Your enemies are not only of flesh, they are of shadow and bone. To defeat them, you must see with more than human eyes.
The Oba called his chiefs. Ozo puffed his chest, declaring, "We must charge with swords at dawn." Queen Idia interrupted.
You cannot stab shadows. This war is not only of men, but of spirits.
The court erupted in argument, half mocking, half afraid. That night, Idia entered the shrine with her loyal attendants. They burned herbs, drummed softly, and painted her face with chalk. She called on the ancestors for sight beyond sight. When she emerged, her eyes glowed faintly, and even Chief Ozo swallowed his jokes. Still, Ozo sneered. "Glow all you want, woman. I will lead the warriors." And by dusk, only his helmet returned, carried by a trembling soldier. The palace never saw Ozo again. The people whispered the spirits had eaten him. Queen Idia led the warriors herself, with charms tied to their spears. In the forest, they met rebels dancing with the dead. Skulls hung from trees, and ghostly figures laughed as if mocking the living. Even the bravest warriors shook. One warrior, shaking so hard, accidentally beat his shield like a drum. The rebels paused in confusion. The Benin soldiers, embarrassed, laughed nervously. Queen Idia seized the moment. "Beat your fear like drums," she shouted. Suddenly, the army pounded their shields in rhythm. Drowning out the ghostly laughter. Battle erupted. Idia, chanting with her glowing eyes, cut through the witchcraft, revealing the rebels hiding behind illusions. The war turned, and in the chaos, Idia found the rebel priestess wearing a mask of human bone. They fought, charm against charm, spirit against spirit. When Idia struck her down, the mask turned to ivory, glowing bright as day. The rebels fled. The kingdom rejoiced, but many warriors were lost. Queen Idia ordered the ivory mask kept in the palace, not as a trophy, but as a reminder, power comes with sacrifice. The market women made songs about Queen Idia. Some praised her bravery. Others, more playful, teased about the warrior who drummed his shield in fear. Even in grief, the people laughed to keep life sweet. Strength is not only in swords, but in wisdom. True leaders fight both the enemies of men and the enemies of spirit. And even in fear, a little laughter can give courage.